Good evening, everyone. It's Eric with His&Hers HHQ. This is going to be a brief, sort of brief Wednesday update on Revell's 1959 Ford Galaxie 125th scale. As I've said before, it's kind of a dedication, homage build to my mother. I really do appreciate the comments as they come in. I really do. I really do appreciate it. The encouragement is extraordinary, and I thank you all. Okay, in the previous video, I discussed how we are set back a little bit because I'm waiting on paints. I'm looking for the chrome. So I was looking for a specific chrome and I couldn't find it anymore. I don't know what happened. It was there, but then it was gone. And I was kind of thinking maybe like the Green World stuff or something like that, spray chrome. But then I saw one of the other channels talking about, I think it was SMS. They're out of Australia. And I'm looking at getting their Hyper Chrome cool tone. I think that would really rock. Get the precise look I'm looking for with every chrome detail with this. The other thing is, well, again, it's one of those things. It's a lot of things is going to be a wait because we're waiting on things. Well, I've been trying to do what I could study-wise, looking up information on this car. Well, as you can see, I've been doing a little bit of work. I'm going to clean up the other inner panel and get that attached. That'll help also fix a little bit more of that warp there. But we've got these chrome pieces attached. Everything's going to be primed all at once, and then I'm going to obviously mask this off so I can hit paint on the body, and then once that is cured, I'm going to mask off the body and paint on the chrome. And I already showed you that little trick I figured out on the promo build for the downtown service station in Waynesville, Missouri. I really do recommend stopping in there sometime. I consider myself a fair shade tree mechanic, and I went to replace the brakes. Well, show the kids and have them change the brakes on the front end of the car. And well, let's just say the passenger side was very uncooperative, and I broke 3 sockets and 2 socket extensions trying to get the caliper off. Out of frustration, I contacted them, took it, and then took the car down there, and they were really reasonable and really helped me out. So yes, it honestly, if you are traveling Route 66 and you need something done, you need gas, stop in a downtown service station. It's definitely worth it. Great group of guys down there, great family. Back to the car real quick. All this research I've been doing. Now, yes, you see filler here. I'm going to apply a little bit more and then a touch more filler here. And then once everything is dried and everything is cured and situated the way it's supposed to, sanded, smooth, then I will scribe out the door panel. If you see where the windshield attaches right here, the windshield should actually come together kind of something like this. It's a little bit tighter. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's a little bit tighter here, so we'll make that work. I just got to make sure the clear pieces are solid and fit that right. But all this research I've been doing, I got to looking at this, and as you can see, I've added more. I've added more here in this area, and I mean, I still have a lot more cleanup to do, but so obviously this video caught me in the midst of cleanup and a little bit of additions. But I got to looking at this, and I got to looking at the all the pictures and videos and still frame of the mechanism for the rear end here, for the deck lid. And something in my brain clicked, and I'm going, well, you know, what if I can do this? What if I can do that? And, well, guess what? Since we gotta wait, I've already plotted out. I'm gonna cut these pieces off that fit right in there. I'm gonna cut those pieces off and permanently glue them in here. And go ahead and add that extra bit that goes there. But before I do, I don't know, let me see how well you can see this. Right in, all right, here we go. Right up in here, I'm going to clean up this side a little bit and this side a little bit. And then if you look right here, I've already kind of marked that off. What I'm going to do is make all this area flush like the actual car. That's what the filler's for, because all of this is smooth, nice and flush. There's no panel line, at least none that I could see, but this whole bit will be flush. And then I'm going to scratch build 2 little hinges to fit each corner in the corner of this, so that it pivots the way it's supposed to and still allows the roof to slide into place, but it leaves all of this looking smooth the way it's supposed to, which, as you can see, I'm almost exactly where I want my seam line to be here. I don't know how well, yeah, here we go. And it might actually be able to get the deck lid to sit flusher or better by having these where they're supposed to be, or clipped off and all of this smooth. And yeah, so that's what I think. It'll add a little bit more time. It'll add a little bit more time to my build, but obviously we've got time because, well, we're playing the waiting game. And so as I cruise along here, I will be getting the other side panel in place, and I'll be doing some scratch building, obviously. Now, I did notice, like, this here is represents the trunk, just this little bitty square. If you had to, I was talking to my dad about these particular cars. If you had to, you could lay like a garment bag on the actual car right up in here, because it wouldn't interfere with anything. But this little bitty square represented the trunk space, and there was actually you could actually fit a couple of bags. I saw a video. Somebody had put two small suitcases in there, and well, at least they were this way and this way. So it looked pretty cool. You could probably fit nowadays. You could probably fit a couple of the little handled, collapsible handle roller suitcases. You could probably fit a couple of those in there, no problem. But I did notice on every single one there's this ridge that goes all the way around the center. So I'm going to try and recreate that on this. Now, obviously, with this in place here, it'll be a little bit difficult, but I can probably get rid of these here. I can probably get rid of these bits here, even though it's already attached. It's just one of those things for me. As the build's progressing, things are going through my brain. I'm like, oh, hey, maybe I can do this, or maybe I can do that. Like, I probably could have cut off the brake pedal and the accelerator and sanded that whole bit flat, and then put reattached the accelerator with an actual little bar or something right behind it, propping it up against the floorboard to give it a little more realism, and then attach the brake pedal to a bar. Just something different, just to do a little something different. But yeah, so I'm going along looking at all this. I wasn't thinking about the interior here, but I'm obviously going to have to do something with the number 16 there. I'll try and get this as smooth as possible, and perhaps take out this and then try to add the ridge. But one of the other things I was thinking about, and I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but once I have this all situated and the paint's applied and this is getting in place and everything that is working out the way it's supposed to, then what I'm going to do is try and situate the deck lid so I can just attach it and unattach it, so that I can put the body and mount the body and the floor pan together and still be able to do this. But once I have the body attached, and before I put the deck lid on, I might do the trunk liner, just because. Lay in the trunk liner, it'll fill some of the gaps and hide some of the ugly. But I think that might be a little fun for me, and it'll really add to the car. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's a personal thing. I've said it before, this here is a richly detailed car with very little detail. It's a uncomplicated kit, and if I can make it look as good as possible, then I'm looking forward to this. So anyway, that's where we're at. I figured when it comes to redoing the hinge on the back, which I hope somebody from Revell gets a chance to see this video and this critique. Great plan, it just needs retooled, more detail, and perhaps a better hinge. But I figured, all right, I'm going to do something. I've been teasing it for a little bit. You can go back, actually look at my van truck, what I call the Frankenstein's monster. If I can do that, if I can do all the fiddly little details for the promo build, if I can do all the fiddly little details for my MASH Jeep, if I can do all of that, and I can do things like this, I'm pretty sure I can do a hinge for this lovely car and do it some justice. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. And again, I appreciate all the views. And so this is the brief Wednesday update. I'm running a little past, or almost at 17 minutes. So we're cruising along. I would say if we were on Route 66 cruising along, we are just east of St. Louis ish, north, east, something like that. We're just outside of St. Louis. We're on 66, we're cruising along. We're heading out west to LA. So I'm Eric with His&Hers HHQ. Take a moment, follow us over at Facebook, or on Facebook at His&Hers Hobby Headquarters. Take a moment, like, subscribe, share the content. We're trying to keep the hobby of scale model building alive. I'm Eric. Have a good day.